Go ahead.
What Helena could do better is find some kind of place where the homeless can go and not get harassed by the police, and then we get tickets and we can't afford to pay them, and then we got to sit in jail. That's just dumb. I wish there was some kind of tent city or something we could go to.
Okay. Here. Oh, you're good. You're good. Okay. Second one.
My biggest challenge is all the tickets I have to pay for an open container, because I'm an alcoholic and I have no home to go to, so I have nowhere to drink, and I just want to chill out in the park. And then they give me 30 days. I can't be in the park. They give me a warning, hey, you have 30 days. You can't be in any city park. So where am I supposed to go? Can't go to the park? I got to sit on the sidewalk somewhere. And then I get trouble for sitting on the sidewalk because they say I'm sitting there panhandling, which I do sometimes because I have to. And for me, ideal housing would be being able to live under the stars in a park, not getting woke up or harassed.
What about wintertime?
Wintertime, I get a tent. I slept out here last winter, 20 below. So, I mean, I can handle the elements if I'm allowed to. Last year they took all our tents, drug all my blankets, my clothes, my tent. So I had to start fresh with, try to get everything else again. And that that wasn't cool.
And, I've been in Helena for 2 years now. So if there was some sort of establishment, tiny homes in town, area where they could stay. I know Missoula has a permanent encampment during the wintertime with shelter. That would be improvement here. And so what Helena could do better is possibly follow the lead of maybe Missoula County with some tiny shelters that would work in the wintertime as well. Get homelessness under control and contained. And my biggest challenge right now is finding showers. But once a week I get to come to the church and shower, or I boil water to shower. And ideal housing, let's see, something affordable.
What Helena could do better is, we have a lot of homeless people here. We really do. And I think they need to be more kind and considerate to them. And I'm not saying build housing or expect that or anything for them, but I do believe that they should be more kind to them. And my biggest challenge right now is I live in a camper and I'm trying to find a spot for it in one of the campgrounds here, and they're full, So, and that's impossible. And for me, my ideal housing would be, I like the camper life, I really do. I don't like renting a house from people and having to have all kinds of rules and things and pay a lot of money. But my ideal housing, though, would be, like a subdivision or something, just a cheap subdivision of apartments for people that they could afford.
My name is William Martinez. What Helena could do better is more help for the community as far as going to housing. My biggest challenge is housing and homelessness.
What would be like ideal housing? What do you think would be like?
Low cost housing.
Okay.
More low cost housing where homeless people can get into. For me, ideal housing would be affordable as far as the economy, and more help for the community for homelessness. Yeah.
Do you need a fancy house? Do you want
No,
an
I don't.
apartment?
I just need
what would be good?
Apartments would be great. Anything would be great. Just to get people off the streets and help them integrate back into society.
What Helena could do better for us is better shelters for the homeless.
Describe what would be better.
A place for people to shower every day. I know God's love is there to help, but unfortunately, you have to have a job to go in there anymore. A lot of people get 86'd out of there because of other reasons, but we just need more people out there that'll be willing to give a helping hand to the ones that.
Yeah. What else would be a good feature of a better shelter?
I do appreciate what Red's doing up there at Tent City. I mean, he's, at least the state's trying to get some people in an area where, okay, you guys are homeless. We understand. We're going to give you this land. If you need a place to sleep for a few nights, Tent City is welcome. So that helps out a lot. More porta potties around. So because a lot of places don't like homeless going into their places and going to the bathrooms, so that's kind of hard. And definitely showers, because once a week is rough. My biggest challenge is right now, unfortunately, finding a job, because unfortunately I am a felon. A lot of people come out of prison. A lot of people around, definitely Helena, don't want to hire felons. It gives this town a bad rap, and I can understand that, but we all made our mistakes. We're ready to straighten our lives out and do a change. So, and for me, my ideal housing is being able to go back home.
So what Helena could do better is with the housing. I mean, yes, I know there's quite a bit of housing coming up, and we get some new landlords, new owners that keep coming in. This ain't California, man. This is Montana. If I wanted these ridiculous high prices, I'd go back up to Alaska, where I was for 28 years. Do I miss it? No. But this ain't California, and it's not Alaska. This is Montana. We don't need, it's like, come on. We shouldn't be having to fork over a tooth and a nail just to be able to have a decent roof over our heads. And then the biggest challenge?
Your biggest challenge.
Okay, so my biggest challenge right now is also the same thing with housing. I only get like $825 a month from the VA. That's because I'm 40% service connected. And even still, it's like, not many people want to have, not many people want to have veterans renting from them. And plus, there are quite a few people that discriminate against having pets with them. I mean, she's not just a pet. She's, like I said, she's my emotional support animal, and she's my husband's service dog. And then for me, ideal housing would be something ideal. It's like, heck, I wouldn't even mind if I was living in a camp, an in-the-bed camper, a bumper pull, or a fifth wheel, just because of what the housing is like. I mean, yes, I would like a house eventually. No, it doesn't have to be a palace, just something that allows me to still do my crafting, have a kitchen, have a living room, a dining area, bedrooms, a bathroom, so I can still shower, shit, shave.
The 3 S's.
Yep.
Yep. All right.
And not have to pay an arm and a leg just to do it.
Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Tabitha Cave, and what could Helena do better is sit down and talk to the people and find out what's wrong with them, why they choose this life. And my biggest challenge is finding an internal home. And then for me, an ideal housing would be being out in the woods, build my own home, away from civilization.
Hi, I'm Candy Trujillo. I think Helena could do better at the way they judge us homeless people, and looking at our necessities and the things that we specifically need, instead of judging us, thinking that we're just drunks or drug addicts or people that don't have a life. My biggest challenge is accepting the way people judge me and accepting the fact that we are living in a fallen world and that there is so much to be done before the coming of Christ. For me, an ideal housing would be exactly what I'm doing, which is living in a tent out in the woods closer to God, who supports me, and I have complete faith in him. And yeah.
What they could do better is, have more care more. 'Cause, I see a lot of people that are homeless, and a lot of people get passed by. Right now, the most challenging thing is trying to find a faith-based community organization to kind of see the same thing, where it's, I can help you right here, but if you're at Costco and I heard about you, I might not go that far. Well, if my guy doesn't go that far, I might have somebody I can call to go meet you at Costco to help you there, as long as we keep it imbalanced. Ideal housing for me is, but just a room of your own, so you have your own privacy, because it's kind of hard to, say you want to do something with your life and you're working on your life and having not that privacy, but other people, their energy coming in, they may have a bad day and such forth. It could put pressure on you, and you might not be able to complete the tasks. If you had your own room, you probably could do a lot better.
What Helen could do better is housing homeless, and there will be no more homeless on the street. And the biggest challenge is having either apartments or housing to where you don't have no problems anymore. And then for me, ideal housing could be either in a big and great house for me and my daughter when I get her back.